People think it's hard to be a woman, but it's not easy to be a man. The expectations that people have that a man should be a civilized person. Of course, I think everyone should be civilized. Men and women both, but when push comes to shove, say you have some bad people who are invading your country, raping your own wives and daughters. And now we see this happens all the time, all around the world. And then a person wants a man who can defend his home. And you can say, yes, it was men who started this. There's no such thing as good guys and bad guys. It's only guys, and they kill people. But if you're a man who doesn't want to be a bad guy, and you try not to be a bad guy, it doesn't matter. Because even if it's possible to be good, and you are good, when push comes to shove and people need defending, then nobody wants a good guy anymore. Then they want a man who can fuck someone up, who can go to his target like a bullet and burst all bonds, his blood hot, howling up the bank, rage in his heart, screaming with every urge to vomit. The ground moving beneath his feet, the earth alive with pounding, the cry hammering in his heart like tanked up motors turned loose with no brakes to stop them. This noxious world! And then, when it's over, suddenly when this impulse isn't called for any longer, a man is expected to put it away and carry on with life as though he didn't have such impulses. Or to know that if he does, he is a despicable person. And so it may be that when a man turns this violence on a woman in her bedroom or in the midst of war, slamming her down, hitting her, he should be esteemed for this, for informing her about what it is that civilization really contains. The impulse to hurt side by side with the gentleness, the use of force as well as tenderness, the presence of coercion and necessity, because it's just been a luxury for her, really, not to have to act on this impulse or even feel it, to let a man do it for her so that she stand aside and deplore it. Whereas in reality, it is an inextricable part of the civilization in which she lives, on which she depends, that provides her a long life, longer usually than her husband, and food, and clothes, and dining out in restaurants, and going on vacations to the ocean side, so that when a man turns it against her, he is showing her a different sort of civilized behavior, really, that she should know and feel intimately as he does. To know the truth of how it is to live on earth. To know this is a part not just of him, but also of her life. Not go through life denying it, pretending it belongs to another. Rather knowing it as her own, feeling it as her own. Feeling it as a part of life, as intense as love, as lovely in its way as kindness. Because to know this pain is to know the whole of life before we die, and not just some pretty piece of it. It's to know who we are, both of us together. This is a gift that a man can give to a woman.